All right, guys, I'm back, and just want to touch base on a few things. I'm going to talk about the live stream we're going to have, and also just get a touch base a little bit, just in some general terms of what I'm seeing in the stock market. So before we do, you see right on the screen right here, live stream will be on Wednesday, February 5th, okay? I don't know when I'm going to start, somewhere between 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern time, somewhere in that range. Wednesday seemed to be the day that the most amount of people in the comments said that they could be available if they want to make themselves available. And I think that if I do it at 8 or 9 p.m., it's late enough that it's still hopefully a time that people on the West Coast, it's late enough that maybe they're done with work or what have you, and they can jump on. But if you can't make it, it's okay. It's just, I don't even know what to expect doing this. I've never done it before. I just feel like anybody that wants to come on and shoot you know what I mean? And just ask questions. I could ask questions of you guys if, whatever comes up. I just feel like it's just a way that we could just, anybody that really wants to, I don't know, participate in a more of a different level, if you will, the channel, and just get to know each other, or just, whatever. But I also am going to prepare some slides in case it doesn't go that smoothly and everybody's shy and they don't have nothing. I don't have nothing to ask you. What the hell? I was stopping for like 5 seconds and go, this sucks. I'm out of here. So I'll have at least some prepared slides that if I have to, bring this up to keep people entertained, or not entertained, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the home run strategy for anybody that doesn't know, that's new here. I'm going to lay out the case that we used last year. It's an open book. It's amazing because you can decide for yourself if you want to follow our home run plays that we last year, 72.1 units gained betting home runs. I'm going to tell you exactly how and why I look at the criteria that I look for. Okay. The data showed that, these are how you predict the players that are most likely to hit home runs. Okay. We'll get into that maybe if there's time for that. And I'll also get into some stock stuff. I'll have some stuff prepared just in case, like I said, like I'm sitting around, like, I don't know what the hell we're going to do. Like, if you guys want to talk, ask questions, if that's all it is, and I don't get to any of the other stuff, I could do a live stream in another day, with whatever we might not get to if it's warranted. Right. So that's that. As far as, again, this is this thing that I put together maybe a week or two ago. So the prices are not perfect here. Like, this is like, from, like I said, 2 weeks ago. These are the 5 stocks or the 5 investments that I spoke about and absolutely loved and talked to you guys about over the course of the last, almost 2 years on the channel. I have many years experience in the financial markets. I made my living investing in stocks. So this is what I've done, what we've done in terms of what I've talked on the channel. So I was super, super selective. Okay. Whenever I brought something onto the channel, because, it's important to me to be correct at everything I do. Okay. So when it comes to sports betting, it's, come on, you're like, why do you sports bet? Cause it's really, you can't be perfect, especially in sports betting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's true, but I'm someone who always loves a challenge. But when it comes to these stocks, I just brought forward, like I said, the best of the best. I want to talk about more general things and maybe bring up some stocks that I'm watching. I just want to do more. I want to educate you guys in terms of the way that I look for opportunities. Okay. There's a million ways to make money or lose money in anything in life. Right. So my way is just my way, and someone can find a totally different way and be successful. But I've been in this for a very long time. I try to make things really simple. I try to get really good at some real, simple things. Some, less moving parts is better. I don't want to be an expert at, a million things. I want to just focus on the things that I feel really comfortable in and just be really good at it and just wait for those opportunities to come. So you could see this chart right here. DraftKings, this is a chart that, it's like I brought forward this a year ago. You could see on the chart, it only goes until like very early in 2024. So obviously, the bottom line is we're just looking at the purchase price at $24.70. I talked about it on the channel. Okay. So it's at what, 40 something bucks right now. This is a chart right here. It's called, I identified DraftKings. This is a rounding bottom technical pattern. I just want to bring this up to you guys right now so you guys can do some of your own research if you want ahead of time, if you're interested. I love rounding bottoms rounding bottoms. Don't you like a round bottom? Oh man, I mean, geez, like we got to get real nasty now, right? Trying to talk about stocks here and you're talking about bottoms. So rounding bottoms or double bottoms are a trading pattern that I absolutely love. Okay. So this one right here is that DraftKings you see in July of 2022, it kind of like hit its low point. It went up and then it retested back down to that same level in early 2023, like a double bottom there. And then it proceeded to go up. So like I said, I'll get into more specifics, but the reason I brought DraftKings on the channel was because of that technical pattern, but also the fundamentals. Fundamentals being, how is the company doing in terms of its financial, numbers, if you will. Are they becoming more profitable and all that stuff? So I like to use technical analysis in conjunction with fundamental analysis when you got the moon, the stars, and the sun all lined up perfectly, right? In the most perfect scenario, that's where I want to strike and enter into. I don't want to say trades because I'm a long-term investor. So that's where I want to enter in. And this one was a successful trade. So another one right here. This one probably can't see on the screen. It's so small. But this one's DraftKings. DraftKings, you idiot. We just got done with that. Netflix. Yeah. Okay, so Netflix was, you could see right here, is a huge drop-off. I love to find opportunities in companies that I think are, not going away. We'll put it that way. They're not going away. Their service or their product line is not a losing, not losing a customer base. So Netflix had some problems with people stealing passwords or sharing passwords, and their profitability was going. So they buttoned that up. I don't know how they did it, but they did it, and they reversed course, and they got to be very profitable. You could see that huge decline right there. Maybe it's kind of small, where it kind of found a bottom, and then it kind of shot right up. Again, that one was more of a technical pattern that I was watching. I love to find these great companies who are down 60, 70%. Okay. And, they always say, don't try to catch a falling knife. It's the old saying. You never can find a bottom. Let it find a bottom. And that's what I did. I let it find a bottom. And then there's ways you can see where, things might be turning around, and you start nibbling at it, if you will. And this thing went from, geez, man, what was it? I can't even see on the screen right there, like $150 all the way to like almost 1,000 right now. I talked about this on the channel. Was it about 300? I felt really comfortable at 300. That it was in the upswing, and like I said, it's $1,000 right now. So I just wanted to touch on, if you are interested, I'm going to bring forward a lot of things on this channel regarding investments, but some of the major patterns, if you want to understand at a higher level, there's so many people on the internet. Maybe I'll select one so that it's just easier for you to kind of learn up on rounding bottom or double bottom patterns. The other pattern I love is when a stock is hitting a 50-week high, or even better, an all-time high. Now, some people say, "Oh, you're buying like when it's already high." You trust me, I know, I get it. But there's something about buying a stock that has broken out from major resistance. Okay, stocks don't do that. Okay, they don't break out to a new price that has never been seen before. It does that only usually when the company is like maybe in the best position it's ever been. When you break out major resistance out to new all-time highs, that's something to be, something that should be on your radar. I'll get into that another time too. So if you want to start researching two of the things that are going to be a primary driver of some of the charts and stocks that I'm going to bring forward on this channel, like I said, double bottom or rounding bottom, they're kind of the same, but they're a little different. Look that up. Or, ultimately, when stocks hit new all-time highs, look that up if you're interested. So what else do I want to talk about here? I don't want to keep this too long. What was this right here? Oh yeah, this is what I want to talk about. So with that all being said, this is a crazy time in the markets. I feel like I never felt so conflicted in terms of a direction. I feel that this stock market could rip to the upside with in the next months or year with some of the things that are going on. But then again, when I look back and I look at some of the data, I'm going to bring up two charts for you guys right now that, just two of them. I could show you countless other things that shows maybe we're in some difficult waters. So like, I feel optimistic, but I'm also concerned because you can see this chart right here. It's the economic data from the St. Louis Fed, the federal funds effective rate. You can see, you probably can't see, this is so small, but going back to 55? See, I can't even read it. When you have big spikes in the Fed funds rate, you can see those little gray areas. Those signify a recession. So it's not 100% effective, but going back to like how many years is that? Back to 1955, you get kind of a spike in the price and then a recession happens. You can see how that happens. And even more recently in 2000, and then the financial crisis there. And then we had it in 2020. So I don't know what happened in 2020. You know what happened, right? And then you can see where we are today. We're kind of elevated. So does this mean that a recession or a market downturn is imminent? I don't know. It's something to keep an eye on. This chart right here, like I said, this is just no one chart should dictate anything, but you shouldn't just totally turn your eye to it. So this chart right here is a chart of the S&P 500 index going all the way back to 1929. Okay. There's a red line right there. And that line to me indicates a major resistance line, meaning like when it gets to that, when it bumps up against that line, there's usually a big drop off in the S&P 500. You can see in 1929 a big drop off as it got to that, and there's only been 4 occurrences in like 100 years almost, where the price of the S&P 500 touched it. The last time was 2020, and you could see with that arrow, the decline. We also had a little one in 2000. What was that? 2000, or did I say 2020? 2000. I don't know what the hell I just said there. It's so small on the damn screen. Big decline in 2000. And then in 2021, it got close to that red line there again, that resistant line, and then it retreated. And then look, where are we? We are here today. We're touching that red line again, February of 2025. What does that mean? It's concerning to me. I could give you countless data and things that say we are overvalued. Stocks are overvalued. But then at the same token, there's a lot of things going on where I'm really optimistic too. So what I'm trying to say is be cautious. I'm going to bring forward some stocks that I like sometime this week. Okay. I'm going to talk about a bunch of things. I'm going to talk about stocks that maybe, it's going to be on our radar. Instead of waiting to say, okay, I purchased this one, I'm going to bring some across to the table, and we're going to talk about them. I'm going to tell you why I kind of like them, and maybe we should have it on our watch list or what have you. But a good thing with those strategies that I was talking about, the rounding bottom, the double bottom, or the hit out, breaking out to all-time highs. The great thing about those patterns is exactly when the trade or the investment kind of goes south. I'm going to get into it. There's a real tight range where if it turns bad, and you can get out with a minimal loss, because the name of the game is you want to protect your capital, right? Your investment. So with these patterns, you know when to get out, and you can get out with a minimal loss and save yourself, and play for another day, if you will. So that's the good thing with these patterns. It tells you when to exit, and we'll get into all that stuff. Like I said, you can start looking ahead of time. I'll, in another video, like I said, look at some people on YouTube that, I think they do a great job in explaining it. Why should I try to? I'm not that good at explaining. I just know how to do stuff. Okay, like I know how to do stuff. There's plenty even more people that are more eloquent and very professional and more pleasant to listen to. So that's what we're gonna do. So man, look at this, 15 friggin' minutes. I talk too much. So that's it. We're done, man. Just wanted to reiterate, we will have the live stream. I never done it before, so I don't know, can it go off without any issues? Yeah, that's about it. Just want to say, everybody's welcome to the live stream. I would appreciate it if you came, even if you came for like a minute and say, yeah, this is not for me, I'm out of here. Just touch base. It'd be fun. And that's about it. I just want to say I absolutely love every single one of you guys, and I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.